Okay, bro. That's annoying.
People could do whatever they want.
Bro, it's disrespectful. Okay, I guess I'll start over like for the 5th time. Hey guys, it's WhitneyChase here. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while. If you are new here, welcome to the channel. My name is WhitneyChase. If you aren't new here, you know it's been a long awaited video. This is my full mod list of the completed car. I assure you it is going to be worth the wait. This year we're coming back strong. As you can tell, we are fully finished the build. I'm gonna give you a full breakdown of the mod list of the new car. I know a lot of you are eager to know what's been done in the past year or so, so I'm just gonna hop right into it and tell you guys, make sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Alright, we're gonna start at the front of the car today. A lot of the mods, if you've seen my last mod video, are obviously still in the car. I'm just gonna quickly kind of go through that if I've already mentioned it. Today is kind of focused on what's new on the build. Alright guys, let's just start with the wrap job. Look how beautiful this is. This is satin chrome red. I wanted to keep the red just because I didn't want to change anything on insurance or whatever. I feel it suits the car really well. I wanted to stay with the red and black theme because my seats were red and black, everything, because if I wanted to change the outside of the color, I feel like I'd have to change everything. I got the wrap done by Wrap 88 by Quan. They are great. They got it done for me in like less than a week, which was, we had a show to go to, so we were on a time crunch, so thank you, Quan. The new feature of this car is, you've seen these headlights. These are the Spec D headlights. They were customized by MT Customs. I shipped them out to Montreal and he was very versatile. He works with any type of headlight and whatever you want, he basically delivered. All the places that I've got things done by, I'm going to leave in the description below along with their Instagram handle or their website. Or if you have any questions, just comment down below and I'll do my best to answer any of your questions. A new theme that I integrated in the build was broken hearts. You'll see once we get to the trunk, but in the headlights here, as you can see, they are a broken heart engraved. He did a very good job. I'm very happy with them, as well as a WhitneyChase decal right inside them. Next thing is one of the biggest features of the car, the wide body. I didn't want to just buy a wide body off a site. I really wanted to make something really custom. As you know, I already had the Victory function fenders on there. I just wanted to customize it myself. These are bold, but these are Spike hardware. I put them all over the car, front and rear wide body, and wherever I can put them. I think they add a very aggressive look to it, and with the gold beauty washers that match the wheels. So next we have the FR-S side skirt, which you all know about. Had to make a couple of modifications there just because the wheel was so wide, it was touching the chassis of the car. Had to cut the chassis of the car, cut the side skirt, and even then it's millimeters from touching with the wheel turned all the way. Next thing is the rear wide body. This may look familiar. This is the Rallybacker V2 rear wide body. It doesn't look the same because it's not. Had to custom make it to fit the FR-S side skirts. I did get the 6-piece Rallybacker. I had to cut up this piece here. This one is left, and then had to cut up here just to fit the FR-S rear bumper. Again, the beauty washers all the way at the back. Everyone's saying it looks like Bowser. On the gas cap here, we have, I feel like I wanted to take this off, but Quan, the wrap guy, said it, honestly, it looks like, and honestly, I agree, it's one of the first mods I put on the car. I just wanted to, you know, we'll keep it like signature, you know, WhitneyChase. So it's like embroidered in there, which I really love the look of. Coming down here, we have the FR-S rear spats. Funny thing about this story, actually, originally these actually don't fit on a wide body. It's just meant for the stock body FR-S bumper. tried to bend it. Originally there was a V in here, there was a huge gap. Tried to bend it, it snapped. We had to go to AK Carbon to get them refinished. That's why they look so nice. Down here we have the FR-S bumper. Didn't originally look like this, had to modify it a bit. Had to extend this panel with fiberglass to fit the spats in the rear. Going to the back of the car, we have, as you know, the Rocket Bunny V1 carbon fiber wing. These taillights were not in my last mod video, but I did make a video on that, on how they work and where I got them. I got them from Japan. I made a whole instructional video on how they work, all the variations. I had a lot of questions on them through Instagram as well. So if you're interested in knowing more about these taillights, I'm going to link it above here. Regarding the trunk setup, I'm going to make a video called Build Your Trunk Setup in 10 Minutes, where I filmed the whole process of building this whole trunk setup just so you guys can see what was done and what was happening. I didn't explain anything in the video, so it's just going to be kind of like a time lapse in 10 minutes. So hopefully that would be the next video after this one. Today I'm just going to show you just the visual aspects of it and how it looks, what everything is made of, why I did certain things. So let's just get into it. Okay. Broken heart. This is my theme. Remember from the headlights and the tail lights? So we are doing broken heart hard lines. They are made out of stainless steel, as mentioned in my unboxing video. We have the two compressors on the side along with the Endo T tanks right down the middle. This fabric was bought on Etsy. I just love it. It's so like Asian. I wrapped everything on the interior with it, along with, no, that's it. Trunk setup is mainly made by wood. It's made in a way that's easy accessible if I wanted to take it apart or put it back in or service anything that's underneath. For the diamond in the middle, I was going to make it a heart, but I feel like the shape would be too odd because the original idea was to put those mirror diamonds in there, which was individually placed, which I time-lapsed for you guys. So in the next video, you guys are gonna see how much work it took. It took probably like, I'd say 2, 3, 4 days to finish it. There's LEDs along the bottom just to light it up. On the inners, there is hard lines as well. I'm gonna tell you the truth, they're not functional. They're just for looks, but you know, who knows? You know now. So the black and gold, I call it a dragon trim. I also got on Etsy. I just stapled them on wherever I felt fit. On either side, we have the dampening dial. I made it that it's very easily accessible on both sides. Just yelled at me. Everything that's being held up in the trunk setup upwards was customly made. Had to make brackets for everything, so that's why it took a lot longer. All the custom fabricating and all this fun stuff. I've gotten a lot of questions regarding the hard lines and how they were bent in this specific way. Originally, when we were at the drawing board, we were trying to plan out how I wanted this. Originally, this idea apparently wasn't doable, but I was like so determined. I was like, no, we're getting this done. I'm having this, no questions asked. So what had happened was the outer heart was bent to that shape. Regarding the brakes in the heart, what we had done is we cut them and welded them together. Once we did that, we had to grind it and then pressure test it underwater. If we saw bubbles, then obviously there was a leak. We had to go back to square one and weld, grind, and then sanding was at the end when we made sure that there are no leaks in it. Even then, even when we sanded it, we made sure that there are no leaks. That was one of the most time-consuming things, I think, regarding the hard lines, but it was worth it. Once that was done, I went to go get the hard lines powder coated. I made a vlog on it. If you didn't see it, go check it out. So to clean up my hard lines, I put the manifold in the middle at the top so it looks like that it's floating. When I was finished it kind of looked like coat hangers to me, and now I cannot unsee it. I don't know about you. I don't know if it looks good to you. It looks good now, but it's still in the back of my mind that it looked like coat hangers. Back seat, the Brom racing harnesses, which was mentioned in the other video. Back here we have the same fabric that's wrapped above the wood, just for aesthetics. We have 2 subs, 2 capacitors. I also have a 5-pound nitrous bottle that is hydro dipped in gold carbon. It is not meant to be hooked onto the engine. By no means am I doing that. It's just for show, but I do plan to hook it up and make like a purge, a nitrous purge that comes out of the hood. I don't know if you guys seen that, but I think that's super cool and I wanted it, so I did it. All the wires were tucked in as neatly as possible to make it as clean as possible. I still have some finishing touches I feel like I need to be done that's in the trunk setup just to make it even cleaner. And I forgot to mention that it's on airlift, as you can tell. I totally forgot to mention that, but I feel like that was obvious, so you don't need me to tell you. So we come to the star of the show. We have my rims, my wheels that I've waited so long for. They are from SK Forged. They are gold plated. The rears are 18 by 12.5 and the fronts are 18 by 11.5. I wanted to replace the wheel hardware with spikes. Had to rebuild the wheel at home, literally did it on my bed. Took a while. These spike hardwares only come in M7, so what I had to do is go to the manufacturer and just tell them to drill the holes in M7, just in case that you guys wanted to do it and do spike hardware, and so you don't have to go home and do it yourselves. I have lug nuts here from Mishimoto. I originally wanted to do spikes, but I feel like I didn't find ones that I really liked or matched the color scheme of the wheel, so we just went with that. Honestly, it works really well because the lips are gloss. I know a lot of people are gonna ask me for my tire size. The fronts are 255, 35, 18, and the rears are 275, 35, 18. I really like the stretch of them. To people, I feel like it's gonna be real. It's like a lot. I know it is. I'm not saying it's not, but I really like the look of it. It's very aggressive. And honestly, with this kind of stretch, it's the easiest way to get fender to lip fitment, which I was looking for. So let's talk about camber. So obviously, there's a lot of camber. I'm crazy. I went to alignment, and for ride height, my camber for the front is around -5, and for the back is -8. But once I air out, it gives it a couple more degrees. So I don't know the exact numbers, but it's definitely more than ride height. Okay guys, let's talk about suspension. I did not want to max out the camber adjustment for the bags just because it was looking really close. A lot of people had problems of maxing it out and then having the bag pop on them through the wheel well. So what I did was I got lower control arms to push out the bottom. That's how I got my camber there, as well as I did get tie rod extensions, just because the OEM ones, there weren't gonna be enough threads. Got rear lower control arms, which were powder coated gold, and we have toe control arms, and as well as front and rear replacement of sway bars. If you want to know more information on the suspension stuff, I did make a video on it like a long time ago, like last year, of installing it. So if you want to check that out above here, I don't want to take up too much time just explaining the suspension stuff now. It's just, this video is kind of like a generalized what newly was done to the car. Under the hood, there's not too much here, obviously. Nothing has changed from the last mod list. I have Ultra Racing bracing in here. Originally, they came in white, but I powder coated them gold. I'm getting a little head start on them because this is going to be worked on this winter, so stay tuned for that. Originally, I had another size tire. They were even smaller than these ones, but they were too small. They couldn't stretch to the way I wanted. They automatically lost pressure because it was too much stretch at the shop. I had to end up selling them and then getting a bigger size in tire. And what's crazy is that the first time I took this car on the road just to test drive it, first time coming out of the garage, the wheel debeaded. Thank goodness I didn't go anywhere far. I literally just went around the block and I was like, it's feeling like so, I feel like it was pulling me, but like it needed an alignment anyway, but like it was pulling me very oddly. Got out and the tire was like not even on the lip. So now every time before I bring the car out, I have to check every tire's pressure just in case that happens again. So let's just hope that never happens again. That wraps up today's mod list. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I feel like people either hate it or love it. Honestly, it's been the project for the past 2 years and I'm loving it. I don't care what you say, but I still appreciate it anyway. If you're new here, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, or follow me on Instagram. And I'll see you in my next video, which is gonna be soon. I promise. The car's finished now. We're doing things. Let's push out some videos. Bye!